Uh-huh. It's the road home. Oh, God, something in my eye. Something in my eye. It's gonna work without even looking. Okay. I'm driving home. I guess I'm going to go rant about the decline of the Western Empire. The Anglo-American Empire, as it's been termed by Carol Quigley and others. I've said in a previous post that America is the last empire of the world before the Messianic Kingdom. And I have people argue with me that America is not the great end-time empire before the Messianic Kingdom. Yes, they are messy. They have a lot of antics, but their heart is right. And my key piece of evidence for that idea is that Rome ruled the earth until the Protestant movement, and actually that doesn't make any difference. The religious part of the whole idea pales in comparison to the political shifts in history. Because even after Rome stopped ruling out of the Vatican, it ruled out of London within London for hundreds of years. And then it moved to Washington. It just moved to Washington. But the key distinguishing difference is shown in the Millennial Man. You remember the vision that King Nebuchadnezzar had about the statue, and Daniel told him the dream that he had and the interpretation of the dream. And you remember that the head was of gold and the arms and shoulders were of silver, the midriff of bronze, the legs of iron, and the feet of iron and clay. Well, all of the other empires have been, realized in that the Babylonian Empire was the head of gold. The Medo-Persian Empire was the silver. The Macedonian Empire was the bronze, and the Roman was the legs of iron. And all of those ages, or all of those empires are described in the ages. We had the Golden Age, which was Babylon, the Medo-Persian Age, which was silver, and that was their industry was in those things. Again, with the Macedonians, they brought in the Bronze Age, and even the weapons were forged of bronze. And then with the Roman Empire, that was the Iron Empire. It was the Age of Iron. It was the Iron Age, and nobody disputes that. So we get down to the feet of iron, and clay. Well, it was my understanding that the clay, you know, at the time of that vision, I don't think concrete had really been mustered to the degree that the Americans have mustered concrete. You know, we run rebar, which is iron rods, in the midst of miry clay, you know, that hardens. And it's partially brittle, but it's partially very strong. And it also, it describes the American culture to a T. It's a melting pot. Where with the multiculturalism, the people don't meld the way that it was set up at the beginning, you know, and so we're partially strong and partially weak. We go by the motto that united we stand, divided we fall. Well, we've never been more divided than we are right now, and we're witnessing a culture in decline, and just overwhelming evidence of just being, you know, the spiritual root is our moral bankruptcy, and it's just the symptoms are in everything else. We have no industry. We have no, you know, we're going into the post-industrial era. I mean, we are right there at the door of the post-industrial era. We are on the brink of being a failed state, if we aren't already. And so I look at it and I can see how the stone that was hewn out of a rock without hands and is cast at the feet